Welcome to your daily focus for March the 20th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. March the 20th, the 20 energy. The 20 energy calls for us to be more adaptable, to make some decisions, to, it's kind of a turning points kind of a day in our thinking, in our mindset. And we have to kind of be practical in what we are trying to align to. So the more practical it is, the more grounded it is, the more sense of success it will have going forward. If we add the numerology of the day together, it becomes a 9, so that is the Hermit energy. Once again, we are taking time out of our busy lives, of our busy routines, of our busy schedules. And I know that a lot of us are self-isolated right now, if not forced to isolate. And so our routines have slackened somewhat. But it's important to get into a new routine, to have some kind of discipline so that you are utilizing your time effectively and well. So maybe it is redoing a room. Maybe it is more of game night with the family. But make sure that you're working things like that in, but work time for you, okay? To sit in quiet, to sit in, breathing. Just some breathing exercises is perfect, because the anxiety, the fears can raise quite quickly, especially if you watch the news or you're reading every post. Your anxiety can go through the roof quite easily, so just close your eyes and breathe. And pay attention to that breathing, and it'll calm you back down to the present moment. And the present moment is where you want to be, especially in the Hermit energy, because the Hermit energy is about looking towards the things that you want to do and how you are actually going to walk that path before you start to walk it. So it's about strategy. It's about understanding, your own truth of what you truly want to be in your life and what you don't want to be in your life. We have the Sun in Aries, so we are feeling a little bit more independent, more the pioneer, more wanting to take on new, exciting, different, challenging. The Moon is in Aquarius. Oh my goodness, that one popped out again. The Moon is in Aquarius. Look who popped out again. The Six of Cups popped out again. I kid you not. So I'm going to remind you that whoever told you you weren't worthy enough or deserving enough, or you didn't have what it takes, that it was just their own personal opinion and not the truth. Now, you took it at the time as the truth. Maybe it was a teacher, a mentor, a parent, a peer. But somebody told you that you couldn't embrace those flowers, that they were never meant for you. That you couldn't inhale their aroma. You couldn't find the pleasure, the happiness, the joy in what was being offered to you. That you had to stay away. It was hands off. Your spirit guide is there leaning in saying, go ahead. It's all for you. Every last flower is for you. You do deserve it. You are worthy. You are capable. Put that back in the deck. We'll give it a fast shuffle, and then we'll pick a card or two here. The Death card comes out. My goodness, the Death card comes out telling us very much about how we have entrapped our inner child in some way and how to release that inner child. To feel the freedom, to feel the liberation. We've had this over the last couple of days, this kind of energy. What does it feel like to you to feel free, to feel liberated, to feel in balance? And this card isn't too much about balance, but the last 2 days have been. What holds you back? What doesn't allow you to move forward? We are still in full moon energy. We will be for several more days. So this is a beautiful time to realize about new ways that you want to approach your life, your world, your routine, your friends. We have the Seven of Wands, speaking our truth. This card is often depicted of us standing on a mountaintop talking to the people down below. So this could be a day when we all get on our soapbox and we express our opinions, and be a little careful. I think Mars and Jupiter are talking in the sky today. They cross over, or Mars crosses over Jupiter in Capricorn. We could take on too much. We could say, I've got this, I can do it, and it's too much for ourselves. So take it back a little bit, be more of the hermit energy, and think things through before you state what you are going to do, who you are going to become, what you are going to create. Remember, it needs to be very realistic today. It needs to be very grounded today. So we may tend to over-exaggerate, or we may tend to take on too much. Because I get it more of us standing on that mountain and looking down, or that hilltop and looking down and telling the people how it's going to be. So maybe we need to be a little bit more adaptable today to other people's ways of doing things, rather than just kind of standing our own ground. Now, with Mars and Jupiter together, that is, we want more, the expansion of our path. We want to do more, we want to be more, we want to become more. And those are all very good energies to invite in. But we also have the energy of being very grounded and very practical in our approaches. So keep that mindful as you are thinking about how you are going to transform your routine or your world or yourself in some way. And we have the Star card. Wow, strong energy every day. The Star card is making the impossible possible. I think if we can stay grounded and realistic in our approaches to our dreams, our goals, our desires, that we will get that aha moment. We will get that epiphany of exactly how to do exactly what we want. So we kind of have to have a little bit of a faith in ourselves and our intuition and our sage wisdom. And a little bit of faith in God or angels or spirit guides to whisper in our ear some of the things that we need to know in order to transform, manifest, to grow stronger. Let's see what our well-being cards have to say for us. I want to feel good. Well, don't we all, huh? This is a time where it's like, I want to feel good. And it's a very literal thing, right? We don't want to get sick. We don't want our loved ones to get sick. I want to feel good. So what things are you doing so that you are taking care of your own well-being? I think I put something out on my Facebook page about things that we have control over, things that we don't have control over during these times of stress and anxiety, so that we feel more grounded, so that we feel more in control, so that we don't put our worry and our anxieties and our fear onto other people, as well as bringing that energy to ourselves. So I want to feel good. Today, no matter where I'm going, no matter what I'm doing, no matter who I'm doing it with, it is my dominant intention to see that which I am wanting to see. So look for the beauty. Look for the positive. Look for the happiness and the joy. It's not easy, okay? It's a daily practice. I've been doing it for many, many, many years now, and I'm at the point now where life is just really good every day. Even when the horrible things are happening in my life, I still look for that positive, and I can go with the flow a little bit better. I can manage it a little bit easier. It doesn't mean that I look away. You have to address it, concerns and your anxieties and your fears, because they're there for a reason. They're there to protect us. But sometimes we get so caught up in our anxieties and our fears that our bodies constantly think that a saber-toothed tiger is ready to jump us at any moment. And we get into this, fight or flight kind of energy. So what happens scientifically when you allow this fear and this anxiety to constantly bubble in you, instead of looking at the positive, the happy, and the joyful, is that your brain starts getting into action, because it's all about survival. So the brain starts thinking, okay, we don't need to eat right now, so we're going to kill the hunger, we're going to shut down the digestive system, eradicate perhaps anything that is going to slow us down in our run. We start to get more blood and energy in our muscles, so that we can run fast, that we can fight, that we can use our arms, and it's not working on the extremities that keep us breathing healthily and strongly, and our heart pumping, and our food being broken down properly. None of that matters anymore. We can't sleep. We can't sleep because we need to stay awake for that saber-toothed tiger. So it is a valuable thing that our body does for us. But in today's age, and especially during these times, we can stay in a constant state of fear and anxiety. And that is unhealthy, because it breaks down your immune system. Your body isn't putting energy into building a strong immune system, because if the saber-toothed tiger gets you, it ain't going to matter how strong we were against to fight a disease anyways. So keep that in mind. I want to feel good. So if you truly want to feel good, then you will invite in happiness, joys, giggles, smiles, looking at the positive, looking what, needs to be done, addressed, that you can do, that you can complete, ways that you can challenge yourself to feel good about your days. Let's get an animal card. Let it be. Let it be. Paul McCartney's mom said, "Let it be." And I think it really changed his world, because he just allowed certain things to just be. And paid attention to the things and gave focus to the things that mattered most. Release and time out. With the past, I have nothing to do, nor with the future. I live in the now. Hedgehog reminds you to stop putting so much fear into your life and instead just let it be. Sometimes when you give your issue breathing room, it corrects itself. When we experience fear or frustration, we immediately tense up our body, mind, and spirit, which hinders the flow of what we do want to come to us, and we begin to visualize everything that we don't want instead of what we do. Shift your thoughts to what you want, not what you don't. There is a lesson in every life test, even though it can be painful. Being grateful instead of angry, the weight of the emotion will begin to gently heal and release itself from your grip. Therefore, if you're experiencing frustration or fear with any aspect of your life, take a few moments a day visualizing how you want that area to look. When you begin to say negative things such as, "I will never have enough money to do the things I want," say to yourself, "Stop," and then repeat what you do want. "I have enough money to do the things that I want." So a great mantra today is, I feel good. I feel strong. I feel capable. I feel alive. I feel happy. I feel joyful. Those are all beautiful mantras to include into your day today, to keep the positive flowing and push the negative down. It takes some training, but before you know it, the things that you don't want will stop happening, and the things that you do want will start flowing. You can't hitchhike on someone else's life, and if you do, you might just get pricked. Instead, you must find your own way and do the work yourself. There is always someone there to help light the lantern, but it is you who must keep the flame lit. Always know that there are those who believe in you. With every dream accomplished, or even a dream failed, remember that the most important thing is for you to continually dream that dream, no matter what. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.